Welcome, everybody, to the SCA Wheels podcast, episode number 15, where I have spent the last hour trying to work out how to get 3 people on stream while simultaneously having fucking audio problems, video problems. Julian's webcam has decided it likes to turn off every 30 seconds. So have
I'm
fun
a
hitting
problem.
on
I'm
off
a problem. Of course, I'm a problem. I'm French. What do you
Yeah.
expect?
Yeah,
But it's very good
that's
to
it.
see the tens and tens of you. Actually, if we had 10 followers, that would be good. Anyway, the Beauty and the Beast, and today we also have Karine joining us.
Welcome,
Hello,
Karine.
everybody.
So maybe you
Hi.
can tell a few or the literally zeros of viewers about yourself and your not necessarily about yourself, because I'm sure that your personality will come out, but more about your prowess in the racing world and car knowledge world.
So, my car
And
knowledge
he's
rates
gone.
on the
I'm
scale
sorry.
at about here. So, literally, I'm here to look pretty and tell everyone that cars look pretty and aesthetically pleasing, and see if these two can convince me to start getting a bit more into cars and engaging with it. So, have fun, boys.
Yeah, well, I mean, Corinne and I we regularly stream non-car shit together, and I think after this stream we're actually going to run a proper stream for racing. Hey, Julian, we matched now.
How do you figure that out?
Is-
That's it.
So what's the model of that, so I can put a picture of it up here and hold it alongside you?
Oh,
So I
sorry,
don't
I'm
feel
from
left out?
Australia, so it's upside down.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh, it suits where I am then, because I'm the one that's upside down.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, yeah, that now you can see it better. Is that better for you, Corinne? Does it make more sense now it's upside down?
Yes,
Yeah.
so much more sense.
You like it 69, Karine? Upside down.
Oh,
It's much more better.
everything's
To get
always
us
better
in.
upside down.
Oh, fantastic. Corinne
Isn't it?
Corinne is now a bunch of pixels in OBS.
What?
What?
Oh, okay. Joy.
Yeah, fantastic.
I'm the pretty one. I should be the one that's not pixelated.
Yeah, well,
Until now, I was the pretty one, and I'm quite upset about losing that spot.
Well,
you're gonna have to
I'm
do a bit of
sorry.
this to wake up the web browser, but whatever. It might work.
Hi. No.
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 Not working.
I don't know.
I don't.
Anyway, let's get to it.
We had the same problem last week. It eventually resolved itself. But let's Julian, let's just get to it. Let's fuck the technical issues.
FL Grand Prix.
Yeah. The Nürburgring.
The Nürburgring.
We were at the Nürburgring.
Actually, why don't you pronounce it the proper German way, since it's your native language and all?
Fuck it, the Nürburgring. Everyone knows what we're talking about.
Is that how you pronounce it? Fuck
it. Fuck it. That's how we pronounce it.
The Green Hell.
I mean, look, all I've got to say about that race is it was pretty good. A lot happened in the first half. Valtteri Bottas showed he had some balls, and then his car promptly died after locking up.
I wonder why he didn't, say fuck you to his critics again.
Yeah, well,
because that's what he does.
He probably realized it was a bit of a fucking mistake there.
To my critics, fuck you. It's not my fault. It's what he should have said. But yeah, great race. I thought great race from, the Hulkenberg.
Yeah.
Come on.
I think this is the second podcast we've actually.
Please explain to Karine what happened with Hulkenberg.
So so Racing Point.
Really good explanation. Thank you, Eric.
You're welcome. You can catch me on the BBC.
Big black cock at the BBC.
So Racing Point, Lance Stroll. He's one of the drivers of Racing Point.
What is Racing Point, Eric?
Racing Point is quite literally a racing team.
Okay.
Okay, so we've
How many
established.
cars do they have?
Well, probably many, but as far as F1 is concerned, 2.
Okay. So then
Yeah.
please explain.
Racing Point will also be Racing Point pink because their cars are pink, but next year will become
Mhm.
Aston Martin Formula One.
They're glamorous.
But
They're fabulous cars.
yeah, they're copies of the 2019 Mercedes car, but that's okay. Anyway, so Lance Stroll basically got diarrhea before the race and couldn't get off the toilet,
Yeah.
which is not a joke. And 1 hour before qualifying, Hulkenberg was
No,
in.
please. Explain how the weekend goes on. Normally, how the team test, so
Yeah.
that Karine can get a
Yes,
better
maybe
understanding of what's happening here.
All right, because I'm
just
making the assumption.
assume
I'm
I
just
know nothing.
all right.
Exactly.
I know nothing.
So
Assumptions. I know nothing. So
for me,
Yeah, you're a woman. You don't know how to drive, so like go with the basics, please, Eric.
all right. So the basics on our Formula One weekend, there is basically 3 days. Day 1 and 2 are taken up by free practice 1, 2, and 3,
Yep.
and then at the end of day 2, they have
Take
qualifying.
them as like kind of foreplay.
Yeah.
So
So then you have qualifying, which is
got foreplay on
which is an
Friday.
hour, and you have Q1,
Mhm.
2, and 3, right?
Yep.
And then that determines the position of the cars on the grid for the following day, which is race day. Now,
Okay.
at the Eiffel Grand Prix, which is at the Nürburgring, they had what was it? FP1, so free practice 1 and free practice 2, which is on the Friday, rained out.
Okay.
So on the Saturday, they were like, "Oh, all right, are we going to get any time behind the cars? Well, in the cars." They had an hour. Free practice is an hour for FP3, isn't it?
FP3 is an hour, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they got an hour behind the wheels of the car, and then Lawrence Stroll got diarrhea. So an
Mhm.
hour
Which is very
before,
uncomfortable around corners.
yeah.
Just
Well, see, the problem, it's not so much as it's because of the high Gs of the cars, it like forces it out of you. And when it's really liquidy,
Oh my goodness, that is.
now he's getting into details. That's I was just
I'm getting into the physics of Formula One and diarrhea.
So it was raining at the Nürburgring that day.
Yeah. So anyway,
Just
so
raining shit.
yeah. So basically, 1 hour before all the teams were meant to qualify, Nico Hulkenberg. So I think I explained to you as well. He's no longer racing full time for a team, but he's one of the few super licensed drivers out there. So he gets called as the
He
backup
got kicked out last year, but
Yeah,
he's a very
from-
talented driver.
Yeah. So basically,
Okay.
what ended up happening is he was having lunch with a friend in Cologne, which is actually like about an hour and a half. Well, not that far. It's quite close to the Nürburgring.
Let's be honest, he was at the Pasha in Cologne,
So-
which is a very well-known brothel in,
Yeah.
in Cologne.
Well, that's actually really funny. We only know this because we asked a local, because Julian and I were actually both in Cologne a few years ago, and we were like, where do we go for a drink? And he said-
Allegedly.
A
allegedly.
drink.
Yeah, because we were there for a conference, right? And we
No,
were like,
he was on the 3rd floor of the Pasha, making his way up to the 10th floor. And
yeah, but genuinely, because it's a conference town, we were like, well, where do we go? Is there bars, anything like that? And we basically had a list to go to, and he just said, and if you run out of options, there's the Pasha. And we're like, what the fuck is that? And he goes, it's a brothel.
oh, that night was so freaking good because we ended up in a nightclub that was so local. Sorry for the aparté, but yeah, that club was very local,
Yeah.
very roots, very whatever. But
Oh!
they had plants on the walls, and it looked like. Remember, and we were so. I guess this is probably the night where I got so really, like, the most drunk.
Yeah.
I've ever been in my life. I could not walk straight. I had to slow myself down by tilting myself.
And this is funny. This is like winter in Germany when we were there, and I'm like, all right, I'll see you later. I'll see you tomorrow. And you're like, no, I'm flying back to Thailand tomorrow. I'm like, oh, okay, cool,
No, I
whatever.
was taking the train. I lost
Yeah.
my watch in the train. Like one of the watches I really loved. I woke up, with my head on freaking McDonald's burger because I usually eat when I'm really drunk. I eat before I go to sleep, and
So you had a fast
I
food
didn't
pillow.
even have time to. Sorry.
You had a fast food pillow.
Well, yes, fast food, but wow, the stink of McDonald's in the morning when you're just waking up and it's stuff like carton and you're like so dry and it's just horrible. Anyway, let's get back to Formula One.
Well, no, there's more to this actually. Speaking of Cologne, because I'm going to interject with my own McDonald's story. So it was quite funny. Like we're going home, right? And I get in a cab, and I'm like, "Are you not getting in a cab?" Winter in Germany, it was like -2 or -3, and Julian is basically dressed the way he is now, and he's just like, no. I'm gonna walk back to my hotel. So he's walking in a t-shirt.
And I walked back.
Yeah, and then you came back with dolls. So this
But
is where
I came back because I didn't want to go back too fast. So
yeah. So
taking myself back to slow myself down.
here's the thing. Here's the my now McDonald's story. So remember I mentioned before we started the podcast, the amount of alcohol consumed for me last night.
That night was just unbelievable.
So last night after Karina, actually, you don't know the full extent. I'll tell you after the podcast. But I ordered McDonald's last night, right? I was just so drunk. And I ordered McDonald's on the Grab app. And I fell asleep. And I woke up this morning to like 10 missed phone calls and all this shit from the delivery driver trying to deliver my McDonald's. And I was just asleep. And I woke up this morning still fully clothed. And I'm just like, wait a minute. Didn't I order McDonald's last night? I'm just like, shit. So
okay, let's not call it a F1
Good
podcast.
job.
Let's call it like the day after podcast.
it seems to
I
be
think
for at least
it
two of
is.
us. It is. Wow. But yeah, so Nico Hulkenberg was in Cologne having lunch. They say
heard that.
Cologne, yeah, but he got the call. They say an hour before, but when you do the maths of the distance and things, I think it was a bit longer than that. They
Autobahn,
basically,
man.
huh?
Autobahn.
Yeah, but when they called him an
believe it.
hour before, he had to drive all the way to the Nürburgring, just throw on his overalls, get in the car, and go and do qualifying. Now,
Yeah.
to
No
get
practice,
there,
no nothing.
yeah,
You
no
know what?
practice. To get there and just get in the car and do qualifying.
For a driver who is not here the whole season as well, like he only drove once for like the full weekend when Perez had the COVID or tested positive for COVID, and then the guy just jumps in the car, untrained anything, and he's still half a second just behind the pack, and then he races, and then he finishes what, 8th,
8th.
9th,
So he went
8th?
from last to 8th.
And from
That's
last,
pretty impressive.
just it's
Yeah,
just
let's
it's
not-
insane, the talent.
Let's not forget Lewis Hamilton, and this is something I just realized now. Lewis Hamilton was it Monza? When
Yeah.
he got that 10-second penalty. He got a 10-second penalty. And so from that 10-second penalty,
No, the
he
10-second
had
penalty was where? It's not in Monza.
oh,
You go ahead.
but he got a 10-second penalty drive through. They took the penalty. He was last, right? Keep in mind, he went from last to 6th. Hulkenberg went last to 8th.
Yeah, it's
So
just,
I mean that shows that Hulkenberg's got some fucking talent, man.
yeah, and so does Hamilton. But then again, yeah, you're right. It's the car is just unbelievable. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and I love all
yes,
the
the Italian. No, it's not. It's not Monza. It's the other track in
Imola.
Italy.
Was it
Imola.
Yeah.
Was it Imola? I don't remember. Anyway, that's where it was.
So that was
So, yeah, go ahead.
That's the story. That's Hulkenberg, and he also won driver of the day. And I'm going to be totally fair and just say I don't think he would have finished 8th under normal circumstances. Because remember, Norris's car broke, Bottas's car broke, Albon retired.
Yeah, but that's irrelevant, man. I think it's the race conditions as well.
Yeah.
So it's not that he would have or would not have. That's the result that we have to look at. And
The race is the race.
Yeah, the race is the race, and in the race anything can happen.
Yeah.
He could have finished first actually.
Yeah.
If anything, right? So, but no, the performance is just unbelievable. Unbelievable
Yeah.
performance.
So I'm really happy.
There you go, Karin. Any
and-
comments?
No, I was just about. It sounds like it was pretty unbelievable.
It was
Like-
nice.
A
Do
lot of
you actually watch F1? I guess in where you are, it's a bit too late to watch F1 though.
Oh, if I've got prior notice, I don't mind organizing myself around it. I just need to know when it's actually on. I don't know any of
Next
this
week,
stuff.
next week in Portugal. I guess it's going to be about midnight though, after midnight for you. So it's just a bit too, a bit too late.
What night is it?
Sunday nights.
Sunday night.
Sunday. No, if I
So
have prior
the
warning,
next day,
it's not
the next
much.
day is school day. So
And how long does it run for?
the maximum is 2 hours.
I can work myself around that easily. I just need warning.
Racing time 2 hours, but the very extent is actually 4 hours maximum. But usually it's well under 2 hours.
Is there a
Hour.
replay I can watch at a later time?
There are multiple replays, but again, please consult your local TV guide.
Yeah. Man,
All
my internet's fucked here. The stream probably looks awful. I'm reading 16% drop frames. How fucking terrible is that? I 2 weeks. My landlord, I've told them, can you upgrade my internet? I'll look into it. It's been 2 weeks. Fucking hell.
Should we try to do it from my end, because I'm getting fiber very soon? Like not only fiber out of the building, but fiber up to like home.
Yeah, I've got fiber here, but it's actually a really slow connection. Don't worry, my internet will be upgraded soon. We won't have these issues anymore. Anyway, so
we know you're a bit slow, so it won't show too much on stream.
That's all right. But anyway, man, like
You assume as much.
but it was a good race. Now I think the thing we have to talk about is Albon.
Oh, Albon.
Is he
Alpa-
going to stay?
Albon.
Is he going to stay?
I mean, you know what? When I was watching the race itself, and we're just going to talk about Eiffel, right? Grand Prix, right?
Yeah.
And then I think he was racing pretty well, and then made like the mistake, like cutting in front of Kvyat and cutting his front wing, or breaking his front wing, and then he was racing Pierre Gasly, who of course is going to be racing. It is about racing there, and then him, just that comment.
They race me hard.
They're racing me really hard. Come on, man. That's what you live for.
Yeah.
Why do you complain about people racing you when, even if it's a sister company and everything, you basically took his seat through no fault of his, right? But the thing is, the guy is going to race you anyway. And it's just too many mistakes. And yeah, I guess he's not to the level that should be there. It's not. Yeah, unsatisfactory at best is what I would say. And
Yeah.
I think Red Bull should be looking at other options. And I think it's been well documented, and a lot of people made videos and all of that. Hulkenberg being one of the possible seat taker there.
Yeah.
I really think that's what should happen.
I think that's the thing with Hulkenberg. I hear a lot of ramblings because there's no way he's going to Mercedes because Russell is next in line.
And the second one in line would be Ocon. So yes, definitely.
And
one after Russell.
Yeah. So I mean, for me, I just look at it and go, Hulkenberg's not going to be there. Is he going to be at Red? Is Hulkenberg going to be at Red Bull? Unlikely, because the thing that people don't realize is, Verstappen, I think.
Before you continue, please hit pause. I would like Karin to look at the grid at the moment and look who do you think is the best looking driver while we're doing this. 'Cause
Oh,
you
so
you
we're
get
playing this, are
you
we?
get your iPad out at
She's
the
our
moment.
social
So
correspondent.
you can do this while we meet the
Alright.
twins. And then Eric, you're back.
All right, hold on. I'm just bringing it up on my other screen. What am I Googling?
You're
Just
googling
F1,
the
F1 grid or something
F1
like that.
F1 drivers, F1 grid, yeah.
F1 driver grid. Let's have a look.
Yeah. But I mean, where were we going with this? Yeah, I mean, Verstappen, honestly, I think he's quicker than Hamilton.
Oh, Verstappen is, yeah, I think he's probably the quickest driver on the grid today.
Yeah. I don't think Hamilton is.
I mean, like the second driver, they're asking the second driver to be half a tenth behind him, and they'll say it's good performance. I
Yeah.
mean, come on. What does that say? Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah, I genuinely, I don't think Hamilton is the fastest driver on the grid.
I think it's the most consistent driver and probably the smartest driver.
Yeah.
But for me, he strikes me as another Prost. Maybe not in the beginning. In the beginning, he was the fastest, like more like Senna. But now he's like really calculating and thinking and he's the guy has got everything on his side. I don't know what he did in the past life to land that seat today, which he works really hard for. Don't get me wrong, but the guy is like wow.
Yeah. I mean, he is.
When I grow up, I want to be him.
I think you're right. He is more like a Prost. He's not a.
He became like a Prost.
Yeah.
After Rosberg, I think.
Yeah.
That season.
Yeah, I think so
I want
too.
to hear from Karin. Karin already has an opinion. She's
Well,
sitting like I've got an opinion.
the majority of them, not that good. I'm not a fan. Structurally, in terms of the face.
Karin, please, can I stop you here? Don't compare to us, because otherwise, yeah, they all look ugly. But
The only one that even remotely catches my eye is Hulkenberg because of his facial structure. The rest of them all have weird deformities with their face in some capacity or another.
Can you please elaborate on this? Because I think this is gold. Please, Eric, if you can share the title to the stream.
Oh yeah.
So,
okay.
14. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Kvyat.
Kvyat. Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like somebody's managed to grab a pinch tool in Photoshop and just go, because his chin's down here.
It's
quite
true.
A few of them have that issue.
It's after sucking a lot of things. And I wonder why Eric doesn't have that syndrome actually. But let's talk about this later. Let's get back on this. Let's focus back on.
This is what happens when you ask me about men while I'm doing this.
I love it. I love it. That's exactly what I wanted. Thank you, Karin, for being a part of this podcast. Please go ahead. Continue. So that was Kvyat.
Some of them also look like they've been smacked in the face with a brick. Say, the Aussie number 4, Ricciardo.
He's genius on the track though, but yes.
Yes, and some of them also look like they're 17 years old.
Because they are.
Yeah, usually they are.
Well, I don't know this, but like Norris looks like he could be one of the kids I teach.
Well, yeah, definitely. Norris is basically the teenager out there, and he's pretty good at this as well. But yeah.
I don't doubt it.
he's still doubting his sexuality. I think he's that young. That where he's
Well, I think
do I take a left turn or a right
his,
turn?
his photo also looks like he's got a black eye. So,
Yeah. But I don't think he's gonna.
so
go straight,
Norris looks like he's got a black eye.
Yeah. Who
See,
else?
Norris,
Who else?
you know what the funny thing was? I saw a really funny just on Lando Norris. So Lando Norris is actually a streamer as well.
I follow him on Twitch.
Yeah. So basically, with Lando Norris, somebody put out a meme the other day. It's just like plays video games all day and has no girlfriend, and it's like, yep, he's a real gamer.
He's a gamer.
Yeah.
My English is not so good, but yeah, enough for me to understand this one. Come on, Karin. Who
Is
would you
there
put
anyone in
in the grid? On the grid.
There's literally only the one, and that's Hulkenberg. The rest of them, I'm just not interested in.
If ever the man you're with has, cannot perform, you can always call on Hulkenberg because he's that guy. He,
Well-
he doesn't need free practice. You'll see.
I love.
He has good facial structure, and he's wearing pink. He gets
Well,
my vote.
See, that's
Yeah.
the thing. He's also won Le Mans, so
And
that's
he's
my vote.
is happy about it. That's the thing. I think this is where you're excited about Hulkenberg. You could sleep with him because he won Le Mans. But the thing is, from a woman's standpoint, I'd like to hear the opinion as well. And
Yeah.
and it's a facial structure, and the fact that he's wearing pink.
We've lost your video again.
Manly.
There we go.
Manly. I'm back, man. I'm back.
Well,
It's
if you
just
want,
the
if you want
Japanese,
like
the last
opinions
week,
on
the Japanese
specifics,
trying to
tell me a
overrate
number.
Sorry?
If you want opinions on specifics, tell me a number, and I'll have a look, and
69?
I'll tell you what I think. I don't think there is a 69. It's weird. As fun as that would be, no.
No, they don't actually. I think they actually blocked it. It's just because it's not funny anymore. Because everybody on racing games uses a 69. But yeah, no, actually very nice. Thank you for your feedback. I think for myself, I would still fuck Hamilton. No, I'm comfortable with
Hamilton.
sexuality.
Hamilton.
Yeah, because he's a great looking guy. He's successful. He's rich. He's got everything. That guy. He's very smart. It's just
His forehead's bigger than mine.
Are we talking?
Hey,
are we
hey,
talking like
hey.
current?
I've got a 5 head. He has a 6 head.
What the fuck are you two talking about?
We're talking about giving me head.
Hamilton's forehead. That's what we're talking.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna talk about who we're sleeping with, I told you I had Thai for lunch today, both of you, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I paid for the bill, why can I hear myself? I think
Because you touch yourself at night.
I think it's your headphones doing it again. Kate. But
You're doing it again.
yeah.
We gave you medication against this.
But when I went to pay for the bill, right? I was like, I literally looked up and said to the lady that brought the bill, "Why are you bringing me condoms?" Right? So it's not a condom; it's a towelette,
Look.
right? To wash your hands. But I was like, legit. I was like, I looked at it and I said, "What the fuck? Do I get a free condom with my meal?" She was like, "No, it's a towelette." And I'm like, "Why does it look like a condom?" She goes, "Oh, the owner did it on purpose because it's Thai food." I went, "Right." Legit, they said, "Yeah, we did it on purpose to make it look like condoms."
You just don't understand subtlety, man. But
Have you met Eric? He doesn't do subtle.
no, he doesn't. That's exactly it. That was an invitation.
Sorry,
Anyway, that was an invitation.
It was a
For
guy.
cleaning your dick because your dick stinks. But yeah. Anyway, let's carry on with the race.
After
It was
last
a
night.
great race. So yeah, Bottas actually had to retire, which which is a pity because I like the fight. Like in the very first corner, which, by the way, continuing on Albon was where he actually ruined his race because on the first corner he just flat spotted all 4 tires. But yeah, Bottas was, I mean, qualifying
Yeah.
unbelievable. And yeah, just the first corner, defending and everything. He should have won that race pretty
Yeah,
much.
I really think
So it's really unfortunate that he didn't
I
get.
think Bottas is going to have a killer season in 1 or 2 more seasons. I think he's just going to have one of those seasons just like, yep, that's all about me. I think he really will. I think he's thinking about retiring, and I think he at least wants one championship before he retires.
Okay. If we can get a little bit of our consultant idea on Bottas, so just looking at the picture, please, Karin.
At Bottas.
Bottas,
Okay.
B-O-T-A-S. Yes.
Number 2. Now that I've looked at him properly, he's actually decent looking. His hair's too short though.
Mm.
Well, he's balding like half of them.
I like to
Yeah,
call him
that's-
butt ass.
Bottas.
Which one was the one that I drew the other week?
Nico Hulkenberg. He's not racing anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the
Alright.
one. That's the one. Wait. Okay, we understand the theme now. Wait, you have your favorite one.
I
It's
saw
pretty good.
Nico Hulkenberg because you spent a long time staring at him, drawing him.
No, but he
That wasn't
does.
a long time.
He's got
But
that.
he's classic.
Sparta
He's classically
kind of-
handsome.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like very symmetric. Like just. Yeah, it's like
His face is very symmetrical.
great,
It's very
you know.
even. It's very aesthetically pleasing, and it's
yeah.
not a little bitch face.
it's just
It's not
just a bit-
rounded.
yeah, it's just a bit of a pity about his crooked dick, but yeah, I mean, the rest is. All right, let's continue this
Because-
stream.
Because you would know all about Hockenberg's stick, wouldn't you? You been googling stuff that we should know about?
I'm European, trash. So yes, of course I do.
So you like to Google your arch enemies' penises when people aren't around?
My friends, my girlfriends, penis, everybody.
Your girlfriend.
I'm not shy. I'm Euro trash. I'm just. I don't care. But yeah, that's why I wanted to call this stream not a podcast, but a porncast. And I don't know, it never took on with Eric.
Yeah, he is. He is a little bit of a stickler, bit stiff.
I mean, you guys saw me before the podcast. I was like in a fucking mood. Semi.
Dude, unbelievable! What a mood!
He had-
I've never known you that way.
I've seen him like that plenty of times. He has bigger mood swings than a female. Like he's worse than I am at times.
What's your level of estrogen?
Me. It's very low.
You
at that.
take like a blood sample every day, it seems.
It's very low. Just so I have you know.
Mm.
But
So why the man boobs then?
No,
bench
he's just. It's just German. It's because he's German. He's moody
Is it-
from being
Is
German.
it German? Yes.
it's the fake German.
I have something actually that I must say on stream to both of you because we're that close. That I have a little bit of OCDs,
Yeah.
and one of those things, one of the way that OCDs actually, happen, and I cannot wake up at the same time 2 days in a row.
Really?
That's
So I
a
set
little
my
weird.
alarm
How so?
different times. And well, the thing is, I also don't like it when it's like on the dot. So I don't like waking up at 6 a.m. So I put the alarm at 6:01 or 6:03. I don't like it at 6:05 or 6:10 or 6 o'clock or 6:30. So Yeah, I don't know what that is.
But isn't it annoying having to set your alarm
After-
on a daily basis as opposed to actually setting it for the week at a specific time?
Yeah, I just cannot do this. I just cannot do this. I don't know
Okay.
why. It's
And
just the
and
way
there
it
it
is.
is, people.
It's one of the
We've
peculiarities, you know.
we've found the crack in Julian. His weird OCD.
Oh, you want to see my crack?
He's
Before-
obsessively, compulsively unable to wake up at the same time on a daily basis.
Before we see
Yeah,
the
it's
crack,
just
please,
unbelievable. I don't know why.
please make sure you're clean.
Yeah, and go
I
and
don't
eat
want
curry.
to. I don't want to catch any of your shit.
Oh, that's why I keep the microphone not too close to me, actually, because I don't want to catch anything of your diseases.
Oh, is that because you talk too much shit? You don't want the microphone to go brown from white.
Yes.
See, I was lucky because I bought a black microphone.
You're German. You you like getting shit. It's like it's the the trend there. The porn trend. Anyway, let's move to something else.
This has gone way beyond Formula One at this stage.
Yeah, it's because I will come back. So yeah, the rest of the race. Okay, yeah, maybe not the most exciting race,
I thought it was
of
good.
them all.
Actually, I thought it was good.
but
Like,
it was
no-
a good race. Yeah, it was a good race because
there-
cold. Don't know what the tire strategy should be. All of that. That was nice. And the big elephant in the room, Ricardo
yes,
getting on the podium.
that was good.
And
I'm
for
so
your
happy.
information, Karine, Ricardo, the Australian driver,
Yeah.
an extremely talented driver. It's
Okay.
actually so driving for Renault this year. He joined them last year from Red Bull, which for Renault was a big win to get him in. But he's moving away from Renault to McLaren next year, which I think is probably not the right move. But anyway, this is another conversation altogether. But the thing is, he had a bet with the team director, Cyril Abitboul, that if he gets a podium, he chooses what tattoo Cyril Abitboul should get.
I didn't get
So-
that because you cut out for a moment.
Yeah, I
What?
do that sometimes.
Yeah. What?
used to it. But yeah, so the thing is, Ricardo getting getting sorry, I'm trying to turn on the video again. But yeah, Ricardo getting a podium means that he can Cyril Abitboul needs to get a tattoo.
Oh, okay.
And the real dilemma is that actually Ricardo needs to select what tattoo that is.
Mm-hmm.
What Cyril can do is just decide where.
Did you actually
We're all
see
thinking
Ricky?
what should happen.
Did you see that Ricciardo was?
Did I
has
see
been
what?
Ricciardo's been trolling him with like shitty tattoos.
Red Bull tattoos?
No, like shitty tattoos. There was this thing.
Well, actually,
I'll
Red
show
Bull
you.
was joking about it. Actually, when they crossed the line, Christian Horner and what's his name, Verstappen, were joking about it on the radio, saying, oh, Ricardo came third. Oh, so that means Cyril needs to get a tattoo. Oh yes, it will be a big Red Bull tattoo on his ass. So they were just joking, the two of them, because the breakup
Oh
between
my
Red Bull
God.
and Renault just was not that nice.
I
Yeah.
can't think of anything worse having somebody else choose a tattoo.
Yeah, but
I can't commit
know,
to one myself. Like, no, you're not putting that shit on me.
you don't have any tattoos?
0.
I cannot believe this. You have to show me. But no.
Menace.
Excuse my being French.
Does that? I recently done an ancestry test that told me that I'm Irish, German, and French. So does that mean I can get away with half the shit that you two pull?
Well, that's what I
Plus,
hope
being
for.
Irish means I can get shit faced and not have any consequences.
Why not? You know what? Exactly. When I'm on that crossroad, that tells me whether I'm going to hell or heaven, whichever that might be. That's where I hope I have that answer. Being French, can I get away with all that shit? That's the problem.
I've posted something in the Discord. You can actually see the
Oh
shitty
wow,
tattoo.
you deserve a medal, man. You posted something on Discord.
Have a look at the shitty tattoo that is yeah, have a look at the shitty tattoo that he's actually trying that he's been drawing. He's trying to draw a honey badger.
I'll draw it for him.
Yeah, but he should
Should.
put the colors, as he said, he wants it to be also a bit German, so he should color it as the German flag.
No,
Like a
well,
honey
that
badger.
or he's going to give the honey badger Lederhosen or something like that.
But seriously, if Cyril Abitboul actually does it, I'm sorry, but whatever Ricardo goes, it's still gonna be something. It's still gonna be something that he wants to go back to. That ambience, that that way of,
Yeah,
I want to redraw it for him. I
You
feel
should.
sad looking at his tattoo drawing.
No, legit. What we'll do is we'll draw it and post it to him and say, his nickname is the honey badger, right?
A honey badger in, what was it, Lederhosen?
Yeah. So his nickname is the honey badger. So you have to do something really soon because he's not gonna sit on it. He's gonna make him get the tattoo.
Oh,
really
you
soon.
know that I can get it done in like a day.
Well, there you go. There's a stream idea for you.
Maybe. We'll talk about it tomorrow morning, and
Well-
if I'm not ridiculously hungover, I'll design a tattoo. I've designed multiple before, and I've got my work tattooed on other people, so why not?
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
Julian, we
think
can't see you
that
anymore.
we should be. Sorry,
We can't see you anymore.
you cannot see me. I'm sorry. Well, sorry. I'm gonna, just share what I
Sit
think.
there in the dark, all lonesome like.
What the tattoo should be. With the German, This.
I
Have a
think
quick drawer.
Need to censor with. They need to censor and move it down.
I think.
You're gonna have to like label this podcast PG or some shit.
Yeah, it's not safe for kids. I mean, that was fucking messed up.
But anyway,
Oh my God.
the news.
Oh my god.
I think with that drawing, I'm a quick draw. My full I'm a quick draw, and that's what I just did there. It's my drawing, but I think I captured the reminiscence there. That Ricardo wanted to. Anyway, you go
That
ahead.
was brutal.
I'm running on empty.
I've got that much.
I love you
left.
guys.
I've got another 2 bottles.
I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah. But
I'm still here.
Yeah. Oh, well, what else happened in that race? I thought it was a pretty interesting race. I'm a bit upset.
Yeah,
with Vettel.
very interesting. I mean, yeah, big mistake that actually also upsets his whole performance because that locking up and turning around meant that he had to to go for tires again.
He was running
which
in the
was
top
not
10
the strategy.
Too, which was okay.
Yeah, and yeah, I think you know what. I think again Vettel is behaving, and this is where I think it's probably borderline. And I love Vettel. You know how much I love Vettel, but it's borderline unprofessional. But it feels a little bit like when he was out of Red Bull and already going to Ferrari, where he was just. It doesn't feel like he's trying at all.
You know, I was actually going to say something like that. Like, part of me, Vettel is very strategic. I think he is a lot more strategic than Hamilton for sure. And part of me is just like, I think he's a bit, because he doesn't have a manager. He is his own manager, right? So I think genuinely part of it is that he's doing some of this shit on purpose, you know?
It's not. I wouldn't call it on purpose. I would just say that he's not trying enough. Karin, if you look at Vettel, what do you think?
Vettel. All right, hold on. I'm actually looking at honey badgers to draw at the moment. Um,
I thought you were looking at other German, icons I was showing on screen
no,
earlier.
I was thinking like doing a honey badger mating scene with like the dominant one with the German flag on it and the other one with whatever flag is supposed to be there. Anyhow,
I thought.
let's see, Vettel.
That was just
What do I
hilarious.
think of Vettel? Vettel
Yeah.
is boring. He
Why?
looks like a standard Aussie electrician.
He does look like a.
He looks like
does look
every other Aussie electrician out there. Like, he looks like he fits the stereotype perfectly. Blonde,
think-
slightly long face, no definition, and slightly cranky look to him.
Yeah, and for me, he looks like a history teacher.
A history teacher. That's a new
Yeah,
one.
history teacher. The
Okay.
most boring people
Hmm.
that you can find. Um,
You'd be surprised.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yes, I know.
tell
I
us-
know some
tell me
fairly
more.
entertaining history teachers. All the
Ooh.
history teachers at my school are blonde and not much taller than me and not much older than me.
Oh my God. What do you teach again?
Nanya. That's where I teach.
No. What do you teach?
No, what do I
Sorry.
teach? I'm an art teacher.
Ooh.
So high school art teacher.
Okay. Eric, please carry while I put
I think
on glove again.
I think he's a little bit bothered.
It looks like it.
Do you know who
am I
does
bothered?
look like a teacher? Out of all of them, Magnussen. He looks like a PE teacher. He looks like a PE teacher.
What the
He's
fuck
an
happened to
asshole.
Magnussen? He was at McLaren. He was actually doing really well, and then he's just faded into obscurity, hasn't he?
Yeah, but at the same time, he's been here for what, 10, 12 years or whatever. Good running, in Formula One. So yeah, yeah, not my favorite driver. Just because he's just that lit. I mean, yeah, I have you as a friend, but yeah, he's a little bit that asshole, that I don't like.
It is a contest between you and me, the arsehole contest, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, at this point, Julian, I don't know you enough to put you in comparison with Eric. I'd say Eric's the arsehole out of both of you.
I'm his mentor. I'm Eric's mentor.
There we go.
I have heard that before.
The original.
I'm the original.
So it's
yeah.
you that I need to kick for his assholery.
Yeah, I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
I don't care.
But be careful, because you get close to me, you might like it. All right.
I wanted to talk a bit about Portugal, but I don't know what to say about Portugal. Like, I
No,
don't know
we should do this on the stream that we have coming up. Driving a little bit again together.
Yeah. I'm
you and
gonna
I racing.
I'm
gonna
you and I racing and Karin learning
and me trying to actually figure out how to not run into the wall because I'm drunk. I'm
because
not
you're
awful
driving.
at that game.
You
need to get Destiny. So
I need to get Destiny. I heard that in the last stream. Actually, I heard that.
Yeah.
I heard the call in the first 15 minutes that I should get into it. You know what? I've got the PC. Actually, I got a colorful PC. I didn't know that it would come with all those colors and
The
everything.
RGB, yeah.
But it's very nice.
The unicorn poop.
Yeah, exactly. The magic
You
there.
can change the colors, man.
But it's nice. So yeah, I do have the PC now. The thing is, yeah, I should download it and start to play. The only thing
Yes,
I mean, the
should.
thing is, that's the only keyboard I have and mouse combined. That's what I use because at the end of the day, what I love the most is this.
Yes, but if
oh,
you're going to be playing games with us, you do need a proper keyboard and a mouse. If I'm being told that I have to buy a bloody rig to drive with you guys, you can buy a goddamn keyboard and a mouse.
Yeah,
I'll
that's-
buy you one. We'll do it for you. We'll buy you one.
Oh
See,
my
So
god!
it's right to your
He
own.
has one
I-
fucking podcast with you and he simps for you already. Jesus Christ.
Sorry?
You're simping for Corinne already.
Yeah, I think
I think I
I mean,
bothered him a little bit too
virtual
much
love.
with the art teacher.
But man, yeah, it seems like we've got nothing to say about Portugal other than it's next week.
Yeah, it's happening next week, and we have a lot to say about Portugal. Like, let's be honest, we're coming back to a historical kind of race. So that is really nice. The one thing is that I mentioned that we should actually play it, and drive around like we did with Nürburgring, with the Heifel Grand Prix or whatever they want to call it. But the thing is, when we learn the track, it's so much more enjoyable to watch the race, because we know exactly where everybody is and where everybody is struggling as well. So
yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I think it's going to be a good race. So, is Portugal in Assetto Corsa? Corinne, we've actually downloaded another game called Assetto Corsa. So you might.
I just
wanna give it a-
downloaded F1 2020. I think it's in there as well. But yes, Assetto Corsa,
If
Karin.
I need to download stuff, please just send it to me because I will forget to do it
We'll-
otherwise.
we'll send it in the Discord.
Yeah, sounds good.
So there's Assetto Corsa. I think Assetto Corsa is probably a very good one. There's Assetto Corsa Competizione as well, which Eric, I think you like because it's more GT3.
Yeah, but that's all right.
Yeah.
I just want the normal Assetto Corsa. I was looking. I think a lot of the pro drivers run on iRacing, but I think
iRacing for us is too early.
Too hardcore, man. I can't.
It's not hardcore. It's just too early. It's a subscription base. It's
Oh, is it?
you need to. So it's not a game that you actually buy and you have it. It's you subscribe to it for a long time, and then you have to buy basically the series that you want to run in, more or less. I mean, but yeah, it's quite an expensive one. It's quite an investment, and the thing is, you actually also need to spend a lot of time there.
Yeah, and like Corinne, it sounds like you're getting a bit of interest in sim racing as well. So one of the things is like Jimmy, what's his name? Jimmy Broadbent or something?
Yeah.
I really like his channel.
Yeah, I love it. You called him a dickhead when I told him. When I told you should watch this guy.
He calls a lot of people a dickhead.
To Eric, yeah, to Eric's.
But you know what?
Jimmy, he sees dicks everywhere.
Jimmy Broadbent and
I can see dick people.
Jimmy Broadbent and Driver 61 for me, like Driver 61 really has helped me a lot.
Unbelievable. Yeah, you have improved since watching his channel. You're getting a bit closer to me. I'm still kicking your ass, but yeah, you're getting better.
But you know what the problem with me is on the sim racing?
It's a fact, Karin. It's a fact. I kick his ass on
the problem with me is I tend to go really well, but then I make a mistake and then they just keep coming.
Yeah, you're not consistent.
No, I'm not consistent.
And you're risking too much. That's the thing. So it's those two
I'm
ways.
just like, yeah, I'll break later and later and later, and then I just spin.
Yeah.
And then mentally, I'm gone. It's like that's it. Race is done. If I can't
I'm a very sore loser as well. I mean, I like the worst sore loser ever. But
well, I mean, the other day, you were so pissed off that you just fucking left.
Yeah. I was just like, okay, forget it. That race is fun.
That much of a sucker, are we?
Yeah, very much, very, very much. I hate losing, and I hate because I think everything around me is unfair when I'm starting, to lose. It's never my fault, and everybody sucks, and that much of a sore loser. Yes.
Yeah.
But you know what? That's what keeps me also going. Yeah.
Yeah. It's but it's fun though, you know.
What are you drawing over the twins there?
I've started drawing a honey badger.
Cool.
You give me 5 minutes and then I'll have a rough sketch. Annoy me again shortly.
Yeah.
I've only
okay.
just started
Okay.
it.
I'm very annoying on a consistent basis. So.
You know what? I was thinking the other day.
Oh, where
I
are
don't
you?
know- Yeah.
For once.
For once, I was thinking. But I was thinking the other day. I think Raikkonen will retire when he dies. Actually, if we want to go back to the Eiffel GP, I love.
I agree with you because he might not be racing F1, and but apparently they extended the offer for next year already.
I think he
Probably
might
with it.
actually take it.
And yeah, it's not clear yet, right? Whether he
Yeah.
took it or not, but it's on the ball is on his camp, right? It's on his side right now, so it's his decision, which I think he will take also between you and I. But I think, yeah, I agree with you. I think even if he's not competing in F1, he will be looking for something else. Because it seems that he loves it. He just loves racing, and that is something also we should give back to again Hamilton. Hamilton loves racing. Of course, he loves racing at the front because he's at the front, but when he's at the back, he doesn't mind racing as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all those guys, anyway, to get to that level, it's always, what we shared together, what we're sharing with the teams also that we have. You need a purpose. The most important thing, and the people I have time for, even friends wise, is people who have purpose, because the rest happens. As long as you have purpose in what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the important thing, like when you're working like we are in healthcare, it's a beautiful thing to work in healthcare because you're trying to help everybody around. When
Yeah.
you're working in education, it's also a beautiful thing because you're helping everybody around express themselves, be themselves. It's just a very noble cause. Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, I just love what we're doing, and if you love this, like all the numbers, all the targets that we're given, as long as we remember that sense of purpose, those follow. Getting to a target in terms of money is never gonna get you anywhere.
No.
No, not at all.
If you actually do something with passion, with love, and with the talents that you have, that money will just follow. It's just a result. You don't target yourself, or you don't go for a goal for a result. You go for a goal for something that you believe in.
Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
And that's what
100%.
it is. Yeah, but the
I
thing
mean,
is, not a lot of people understand that. Not a lot of
exactly.
people have that. And actually, I would say not a lot of people are lucky enough, like we are, to be able to be in that position also.
Yeah.
Um,
Like I don't like I don't like I completely agree with you, and there's certain people that I have spoken to in the past where I just go, they're also in pretty privileged positions, but I definitely think that there's I don't see the same passion. I see it for selfish reasons.
Yeah.
And I won't message it. I won't. There's someone I'm thinking about that I respect highly, but the same thing, I don't think it's for passion.
you're talking about me again.
No. There's somebody. I'll mention it after stream because it's just something that's clicked with me recently. But Yeah, like you know, it's yeah, I'm excited to use it too. I'll grab F1 2020, but it's what the hell's happened to your headphones? But yeah, like I agree with you. But you know, at the end of the day, we get to do all the fun shit we want as well. You know, because obviously, like racing and shit is a passion for both of us, and I think recently we've jumped into the sim racing world, and we've realized that it's a bit loose for you, man. We've recently jumped into the sim racing world, and and you know that's one way that you and I have both been able to actively participate together in a passion of ours. Because I know you and I think it's funny. I came to the realization that I think we're going to buy the Renault Alpine 110.
Yeah,
I don't think we're going to go the Arbath. I think we're just going to get the 110 and just.
I don't know. Let's see. Everything is moving. Everything. We need to keep it fluid on that one. But yes.
Yeah.
Wait.
What has Corinne got? It's not coming up on stream because you. Oh, there we go.
Hold on. It'll start showing through.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is that a German flag coming out of a badger's ass?
Well,
please send
it's
it
the
to
tail.
Ricardo.
Yeah, send it to Daniel Ricciardo. Seriously.
Send it to him.
Find it.
Let me do a better version of it tomorrow and tell me to do it then.
Yeah, okay, do it then.
I'll send a screenshot to the Discord
Yeah, sounds good.
so you can both laugh at it.
Yeah, look, I don't. How about we call it there, guys? Because we're going to start another stream in maybe in like half an hour, 45 minutes, and we're going to do another stream on Project
Well, I'm
Cars.
going to take a piss. That's the stream I'm going for now. But yes, for this or after this.
I'm actually like full hot and sweaty now. I've had too much alcohol.
You are hot.
I'm overheated.
You're thinking about Hulkenberg again.
On stream.
You're gonna. But that was hilarious.
Totally.
You're gonna shake the bean.
Jealous that I'm sitting there I'm sitting here thinking about Hülkenberg and you don't like
Hülkenberg. No, I don't care. I just think it's hilarious that you're in this stream. Who knows? Maybe we make it a regular thing. So thank you everybody for
yeah, thank you everybody. We should, but yeah.
Thank you everybody. This has actually been quite a fun stream where we were plagued with technical issues. Everything really. I really
from you really, yeah, but yes.
Sorry,
stupidity
coming from you, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, at the last minute, we said let's invite Karim before we go and do our racing stream, and then we're like, all right, I'll try and get this sorted, and it just took an hour to sort out, but it's set up now. We're ready to do it. Maybe
enough. Bye bye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.